Hello and welcome to South First. I'm Anusha Ravi Sood and you're watching State of Play, a weekly roundup of all things politics and policy from the southern part of India. This episode, we speak about the very contentious Waqf Amendment Bill. Now, with the President's assent, the Waqf Act 2025, brought in by the BJP-led NDA government in the Parliament, passed in both houses, considering that the numbers were in favor of the NDA. Most non NDA parties, including those who are constituents of the India bloc, have voted against this contentious bill. But this episode is not just about the merits of the bill, but how this bill has put the Congress in a very difficult situation in Kerala, a poll bound state. Welcome to the show. Whether it was inside the parliament in both houses of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha or outside, leaders of the Congress have vehemently opposed the Waqf Amendment Bill 2024 brought in by the Union government, now the Waqf Act 2025, even as several Muslim organizations have spoken about going to court against this bill. The Congress too, with its leaders, are preparing to challenge the constitutionality or the constitutional validity of this bill. Yet, questions are being raised about why, although leaders of the Congress, including leader of the opposition, Rahul Gandhi, spoke about or rather against the Waqf bill on their social media platforms, Rahul Gandhi or Priyanka Gandhi, who is an MP, a debutant MP from the southern state of Kerala's Wayanad Lok Sabha constituency, not speak about this in the parliament. It is perhaps with good reason, and upcoming elections in Kerala seems to be one crucial bit. In poll-bound Kerala, the Congress finds itself in a very peculiar situation. It cannot abandon its Muslim support. Rather, the party has taken it on itself as an ideological battle against the BJP and the RSS to back Muslims of this country, especially when they are raising their voices against the Waqf bill. However, their support to the Waqf bill at the national level has put MPs, MLAs, and leaders of the Kerala unit of Congress in a very difficult situation, especially when it comes to the Christian supporter or Christian vote base. On the day Waqf Amendment Bill was passed in the Lok Sabha, there were unheard chants in Munambam, chants of Hail Modi, something that the Congress or the left had never expected from the people of Munambam. Munambam is a village that has now become the epicenter of BJP's discussion and debate over why it brought in this Waqf Amendment Act. Although one instance, it has been used as an example to extrapolate across the country. And residents of Munambam, especially its Christian residents, are now all in hail and praise of the BJP government led by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. This has left the Congress in a very difficult situation because Christian vote is not just crucial for the Congress, it also is a deciding factor on whether the UDF led by the Congress will even return to power in Kerala and oust two-term government holding LDF from power. Why the contention, you ask? Well, primarily in Kerala's political platform or political scenario, Christians are considered historically as a huge vote bank of the Congress along with Muslims. Elavas, primarily Hindu backward classes, are seen as those who vote for the left led by CPIM, while forward castes like the Nayars are seen as those who support the BJP. For the Congress or the Congress-led UDF, Christian vote is as crucial as the Muslim vote. Christians have been historically a huge vote bank of the Congress. Consider this. Christians constitute 18.4% of Kerala's entire population. It's just not the strength in numbers as far as their political influence goes. It is their population concentration, their socio-political influence that actually makes them a formidable community, a formidable vote bank. In several districts in Kerala, especially those like Kottayam, Pattanamthitta, Idukki, Ernakulam and parts of Thrissur, Christians, particularly Roman and Syrian Catholics, influence electoral outcomes to a great extent. As it has in the past, Christians have found common ground with the far right or even right wing narratives of love jihad in Kerala. Economically, Christians and Muslim communities, several sects of them, are landowners, especially several plantation owners, and are seen as competing with each other as far as economics and political influence both go. Other than being facilitated by strong allies like Congress Mani, who have brought a chunk of Christian votes to the UDF alliance in Kerala, Congress's own leaders, previously like Oman Chandi, A.K. Antony, have helped the party develop great connections with the community as well as its community leaders, including the church. Today, the scenario is different, with Oman Chandi's demise and pretty much the exit of A.K. Antony from active politics, the Congress is in a true leadership crisis as far as the Christian community is concerned. It's not that the Congress does not have leaders. The Congress simply doesn't have leaders in decision making roles from that community. Club that with the support of the party at the national level for the Muslim community, standing with them in solidarity against the Waqf Amendment Bill, it seems the Christian community in Kerala is not just disappointed but very vexed with the Congress party. The BJP, the third player in Kerala's political scenario, wants to cash in on this opportunity. Very quickly, the BJP positioned itself as the face of protests at Munambam, as a solidarity holder, as a party that is extending all support to the people of Munambam, especially primarily majority Christian community in their protest for land against the Waqf board. Even as the BJP positioned itself as not just a stakeholder but the face of protest at Munambam, the Congress leadership was left in a state of disarray. Now, with the Waqf Amendment Bill, or rather the Waqf Act 2025, the BJP is taking this one step forward. The party has now decided to hold a public meeting, a Thank You Modi public meeting, which positions the party, or rather cements its position as voice of the people of Munambam, extrapolating the scenario across the country to prove their point of why these reforms were needed to be brought in. Considering how crucial the Christian vote is for the Congress, leaders like Rahul Gandhi making a statement on the floor of the House in support of the Waqf Amendment Bill could have made matters worse for the party. The opposition is not letting it go, right from the BJP till BRS's MLC Kavita Kalvakuntla in Telangana have raised questions on why the two Gandhi siblings have not spoken on this issue in the parliament. Even as the BJP is preparing to cement itself with the Munambam issue to create a ripple effect not just across Kerala but across the country, the Congress has found a set of tools to help it counter the narrative. The first tool to counter the BJP for the Congress came in the form of an article that has now been deleted from organizer, the RSS's mouthpiece. This dated article spoke about how Christians, or rather churches, hold far more land than the Waqf board, and there was a need to also reconsider or scrutinize these land holdings. The Congress has been highlighting the deletion of this article and the content of the article itself to drive home a point that if the BJP led NDA can come after Muslims and their properties through the Waqf board, they can also come after Christians and go after churches. Just countering the narrative of the BJP is not enough, and the Congress understands the scenario. For that, the party, it seems, has pressed itself into damage control mode. One of the few things that the Congress wants to do now is highlight its Christian leadership. It could start from the appointment of DCC, that is District Congress Committee office bearerships, till the president of the Congress's Kerala unit. Several names are being discussed to replace the incumbent President Sudhakaran, and some of them are prominent Christian faces of the party in Kerala. Several Christian names, including MLAs of Peravoor, Sani Joseph, Angamalli, Roji M. John, are being considered for prominent roles in the state Congress unit. The other Christian names being discussed by the party for prominent positions so that they can pacify the community includes Benny Behanan along with MPs like Anto Anthony, MLAs Matthew Kullanathan and others. For the Congress, votes of Muslim community and the Christian community is extremely crucial, along with some backward class Dalit tribal votes in Kerala. Its true test of countering the BJP's narrative doesn't even lie in the upcoming assembly elections, but much before that, in the local body polls. If the Congress is unable to contain BJP's growing influence in Kerala's local bodies, which can result in electoral victories, the BJP would have won the perception battle. It will be seen as a mood indicator in the run up to the Assembly elections 2026, whether or not that is the reality. For now, the Congress has a challenge on its hand. It wants to cash in on 10 years of anti incumbency against the left government. Leaders in the Kerala unit believe this is the Congress's time. If the Congress as a party, leaders of the party are not able to put their differences aside, come together and take on a very strong LDF led by Pinarayi Vijayan now, they may never get a chance to do so later. For the Congress's Kerala unit that is already divided by factions where leadership quarrels are still very much an issue, the Waqf Bill, their support to the Muslim community in standing against the Waqf Bill has left another crucial support base, the Christian community, feeling betrayed. The party right now is in damage control mode to one, pacify the Christian community and at the same time counter the BJP's narrative, even as BJP leaders are on an overdrive to not just woo voters from the Christian community, but also leaders of the Congress from the same community. The Congress has already lost the likes of younger Christian faces like Anil Antony, who now, it seems, is very focused on ensuring his connections in the community and the church will help him gain more supporters or more defectors from the Congress. Until next week, when we come back to you with another topic from the South, do stay tuned. Thank you for watching State of Play.